one of my exes or whatever, like we haven't spoken for a few months or whatever. Like she just like links me randomly, and then she's like,
for dick?
no, she like
She's pregnant.
Oh shit.
no, that's what she said, and like she kept it going for like a while. So I was like, I was really
fuck
fake.
you
You know
up.
what I mean?
Don't tell me she lied.
She lied about it.
She's wicked.
Girls,
and I was,
a lot of
I
girls
was
do
so
that.
She's
sad.
wicked.
It's
Wait,
like
because-
the fifth time I've actually heard that.
That's
Like,
so
yeah.
that's
That
women
is
that
so
are giving.
low.
That's a bad rap.
That was honestly like the
Horrible.
saddest
What kind of
part of my year, like of that year.
Mic check, mic check. Welcome back to another episode of Shalisa Marie Radio. I am your host, Shalisa Marie.
And I'm your co-host, Patrice Sienna.
And I'm your girl. I'm a bad bee.
I'm Shay Sienna.
You actually didn't do mic check on my thing. Did you? Yeah.
Hear me. Just fucked up the intro. It's fine. We are at the table today with the amazing. Should we? I don't know.
Well, now, because Britt just said, we're not
Yeah,
going to
we
redo
can.
it because I just said that.
I like it. This is like raw.
Yeah, see? It's raw. It's off the rip.
We can leave it like that.
Okay, fine. Sometimes we make mistakes. Guys.
That's fine. Today we are at the table with the top DJ of Toronto.
I like
Okay,
that.
I've been hearing about him from time, even before our whole jam ting
Yep.
down here. DJ Natural Wave, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. You ladies look so beautiful. Wow, I feel so like awesome to be here.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you.
How's your day? How's your week?
It's been amazing. I have no complaints whatsoever. Like the past 2 weeks have actually been really great. So this is the perfect time to do this interview.
Give
Good.
thanks, give thanks. You've been
Yes.
killing it on TikTok.
Exactly.
Yo,
thank you.
your challenges, I be partaking. It's just on private.
Hey, let's go. I
Just
like
for
it.
your man.
I like it. Me
I
too.
love that.
Been TikToking.
I've been TikToking.
Don't kill me.
Okay, so
Dirty
today,
whining.
Dirty wine.
Dirty whining everything. Big up PopCon one
I
time.
lie.
We are just going to first start off with just getting to know who you are, how you started DJing in the city. Tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Well, my father was actually a DJ.
Okay.
He played for a song called Desert Storm, which had like pretty good prominence in the city, you know, but then like it was a different time, baby mama drama, all that stuff kind of like
not the baby
it
mama drama.
like
Tell us about that.
catapulted. It kind of like stopped his
Wow.
career. Not catapult. It kind of stopped his career. But then like he really like when I was born the day after him, so he's October 10th, I'm October 11th.
Jeez.
So I don't know, he just see
my
me
God,
as like
Libra gang.
let's go. He see me as like the golden child, and he's like, I'm gonna teach you everything I know about DJing.
Sick.
And then all of his friends taught me everything they know. So from young, I've been DJing, and then since then, I just have been like on the grind, rising. I've seen ups, I've seen downs, but I guess that comes with the territory.
Yeah.
I love
hear
that. Have you ever been in like a relationship while DJing?
Yes, I have.
How did
My-
that go?
My last relationship actually was like, obviously I was a DJ, and it was stressful at times because
Was this the Virgo?
I feel like I met you with the girlfriend.
Yes, it was the Virgo,
Yeah,
100%.
Okay.
We were
talked
together
about
for like 2 years, and we had so many good. Like it was such. I cherished that moment in my life, you know. But
Shout out to the ex.
I like shout out to the ex, big
Yeah.
up. However, there's always a however.
Yeah.
It's just like she went through her own traumas with men and whatnot. So me
was not
being
gonna work.
me being surrounded by women all the time. Like if I was here surrounded by 4 women right now.
She would probably follow you here.
Yeah, like that would be a problem still.
Yeah.
Like,
We're
that
all
would be
gonna
a
follow
problem.
on IG.
And like it kind of like with my dad, it kind of like halted my career a bit because I found myself sacrificing things for the relationship,
Yeah.
which wasn't the right thing to do because like I'm trying to build myself, so I
Yeah.
shouldn't be putting somebody else in front of me.
Yeah.
I feel like you know you have to prioritize yourself in a relationship, and
Yeah.
by doing that, if the other person does it as well, then you guys meet in the middle.
Yeah.
However, like she was not trying to meet me in the middle.
She wasn't about it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just different personalities, you know?
Mm-hmm. I was actually watching couples therapy on Crave. I don't know if you guys ever watched it, but it's married couples, but it's kind of sad to see like relationships start off with like butterflies and like tulips and everything's great and we're both in love with each other, and then 20 years later or 2 years later, they're not clicking anymore. It's kind of scary
because that in love feeling lasts 2 years.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like, if
Then
you make it past 2 years, then
it's very based on like
solid.
communication and making choices.
Real life.
And
Yeah,
real life.
because if all that shit wasn't working in the 2 years, but you just were in love with him, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
The chemical thing,
It's scary.
happens for like 2 years
Yeah.
of like lust.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
what it is. Literally lust.
You really have to like make an effort to keep the fire going.
Yes.
'Cause
And
once
not to leave either. Like
Yeah,
when
exactly.
shit is like the butterflies are gone and it's just
Exactly.
like, okay, like we're
And
in a
I think
relationship
also
now.
like creating like an actual attraction to them beyond
Yes,
like the
100%.
lust, you know, because then you'll always be attracted to them, you know,
100%.
like. But if you only kind of like what they look like, then
Yeah.
in 5 years that's gonna die.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna
That's true.
change.
So
And then-
do you think that a man should be providing for a woman like right off the bat?
Off the bat, what do you mean providing for? Like everything
So
paid for, all expense?
we had a conversation
Yeah.
because I posted something on my Instagram and it was about like sugar daddies and stuff like that. And then we got into the conversation of men providing for
What
women.
was the post? Was it the one with like he wants to pay for my bills or something like that?
Yeah. Like, and I was saying that, if a guy wants to pay for my bills, like that's on you, babe.
That's thank you.
I'm not opposed to that,
Exactly.
like,
Take your blessings.
once I get to a certain point, like even I don't really want my wife working and whatnot. Like if she wants to, that's her choice. But
But that's what you would
me,
want.
I don't want like a random nanny up in my crib watching the kids and so I feel like if I'm making like an abundant amount of money and I could like provide everything. And
What's
then,
abundant amount of money though? Like how much?
Normally,
Enough to-
at least a million. At least a million. You know
So
what I
if
mean?
you're only making
Yeah,
80 grand, then
100%.
she's gonna have to work.
100 grand, then she could like have a little
Have her
side
little
hustle.
side
You know what I mean?
hustle.
Like just have a little
Passion
side hustle.
projects.
Exactly.
While
exactly.
she's in the crib.
Projects.
But, like, I don't really want my woman just slaving away all day and then she has to come home. Because, like, I could cook and I could clean all that stuff as well. But, like, I just think if we just have to find a nice rhythm, you know what I mean? I just don't want to have to do everything. And then women have, like,
So do you
menstrual cycles
So
and
do
all
you
that
think you're
stuff.
gonna DJ forever?
Wait, you just got into the mental cycle?
No, I mean, like,
Is she
'cause,
taking
like,
time off for that?
But you want her to be at home when she's
yeah, 'cause,
going
like,
through that
I don't
pain.
I don't have to deal with that. So, like, when I go out and work, I just have to work.
So do you
know what
see
I mean?
yourself being a
Like,
DJ and having a family?
I don't want to be DJing past 30 unless I'm like David Guetta and making like 50,000 per show. But like
Steve
even
Aiko over here.
right now, this shameless plug, Waves Don't Die. This is my website that I started in COVID and like it's paying me much more than DJing
Wow.
has. Yeah, so like
merch.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly,
Love
exactly.
that.
Nice.
You should have brought us some merch.
Oh, next time I got
It's
you.
okay.
So now y'all have to invite me back.
That's cool.
Don't
So
tell
wait,
me.
hold up. To go back, like when you were with your ex, were you, can you say that you were stable enough to kind of not all the way provide for her, because we're still young and still hustling, but were you in a stable position to be like, okay, babe, like let me go take you out for dinner?
I
And
think that's
let me cover
where
that.
That's like bare minimum.
That's where my fault lied. Like when I had
her.
it, obviously, you know what I mean. I love to surprise her with things, but when I first met her, I was like transitioning because I stopped DJing for a bit.
Okay.
Like as a young black man, like I've been through school and stuff, like straight A's and all that, but first year university didn't really work out for me. I didn't find much resources, so started doing.
What did you
like,
study?
It was the idiot thing. I did a double major. I did a double major in French and drama.
Okay.
Which, like, the French is proper, but what are you really
Sounds
going to
like
do with
gym
drama?
class.
Literally,
Yeah.
like, what are you going to do with drama? Like,
Stop paying any bills. That's what it
Honestly,
sounds like.
You don't
honestly.
need you don't need a degree
I have enough
in
drama in my
drama.
life.
There's enough in my life. No,
Yeah,
But,
don't kill me.
But after that, I decided to get into, like, some mischievous things, which, like, was easy money. But, like, literally.
So would you say that she was making more than you were?
At the time, yeah, because, like, I ended up going to the bin and stuff. This is, like, kind of when I first met her. Okay. And then
you met
she's,
her in
like,
jail?
Nah, like right before. So like I was up when I met her, I was super up. And then like everything happened.
Everything happened.
But I'm like,
Did that put a shot to your ego? The fact that like she was kind of supporting you or like making more than you?
No, not at all. Actually, because I know that I'm going to be great.
Yeah.
And I knew that I'm going to be where I am now.
Yeah.
But not everybody could see the vision. So sometimes, like, when she would see her friends, like, because at the time I wasn't driving or nothing, you know what I mean?
Shit.
Like, I was like, I had to like restart my whole life, you know? And then she was there for me, so I really rate her. But it's hard on a woman, like,
for sure.
when you see your bedrooms, like their men are driving fancy cars and taking them out and all
Or
this
just driving,
stuff.
period.
Yeah, and I'm just out here like,
That's hard though.
Because I had a conversation with a guy yesterday, and because we were talking about like this topic pretty much, but he said, yeah, like I've been with a girl who like at the time I didn't have shit, you know, and so like she was supporting me and all I had to do was like watch her kids during the day while she went to work. But eventually, like,
not him watching the kids.
yeah, that's a lot.
but
That's
eventually, and they weren't even his kids, you know.
Obviously, because she would have said he would have said I just was staying home.
Yeah, that's
Said I was
With
watching
my
the kids.
kids, yeah, weren't his kids, but he's like, yeah, like at first it was cool, you know, like she's taking me out, you know, like supporting me, shit like that. All I have to do is take care of like her scrawny
home.
kids, yeah. But eventually, like it kind of like puts a shot to your ego, you know, because
well,
she's
that's
like,
stupid. I would
she's
not
like,
allow
you know,
that to
like
happen.
I make more than you, nigga, you know,
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
you stay
can
home,
leave.
take care of the kids,
But
while
literally-
you know,
But
like
that is true because she would talk to me spicy sometimes.
Yeah,
and I'd just be
sure,
like, wait,
'cause
hold
she
on.
But that's where it's like I feel like as a man, like you just need to be secure in whatever
Exactly.
position you've decided to be in. Like you don't need to be in whatever position. You know what I mean? No one
Yeah,
has
that's
to be
true.
anywhere in that
I
sense.
feel
So
like
it's
that. I feel like that goes both ways though, because I feel like some men do the same thing. Like if a woman is staying home and not really working and stuff, a guy can like talk to her mad hard too and be like,
'cause
well,
they
like,
think money
what are you
is
gonna
power.
do? Yeah, exactly. I feel like it works for both
Power
ways.
trip.
Either,
Yeah.
it works for everyone.
Yeah, it's true. I guess it's just about having an ego and having being like, having a power trip over money in your relationship specifically.
I wouldn't let a
you know?
woman pay my rent though.
you
Like,
would or you
Nah,
wouldn't.
nah,
I
that's
wouldn't
too much.
recommend any
That's
men
too
do
much.
that.
Because the
No,
one
but you can
time,
I don't recommend any women do that.
Or
Just
Yeah.
know, I'm
But
bringing my
women
niggas
would more
over
do that.
if I'm paying your rent. I'm bringing my
'cause,
niggas
like,
over.
take this in, take this
So
in.
you can
talk to us.
lock me down in your own crib.
Literally. So my ex,
Come on.
This is
right?
my crib.
Yeah, my ex, she
So-
owned the property, right? Yeah. And I was like renting from her. This is when like.
Shit.
Yeah, so
She's
it's like,
a G.
yeah, literally, like she's out. I
Holy
rate it.
shit.
So like, even like when I'm dating now, it's kind of difficult because like the bar is kind of high.
It's set high.
However, like I was renting from her, and she was even still trying to talk to me crazy. And I'm like, yo, I'm giving you, but like I'll pay you. Like, what are you talking about?
With that being said, do you think that it's okay to date if you don't have money?
No, it's not.
What is?
As a man,
you
as a
just
man,
say you not
as
have
a
money?
man.
But
Yeah,
what
as
if
a
you
man.
just
You
naturally
fall.
As a man, as a woman, your value is already. You're born with your values still.
You're
Because
born
we fly,
with your
we fly here,
value.
that's why.
You cannot date. What is dating with no money? What is dating with no money?
Because, like, what are you gonna do?
What do you do exactly?
Literally, what are you gonna do?
Well, there's people out here asking people to go out and then they can't pay for dinner.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
it's
even
They're
about
asking to
interesting.
go halves.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you even asking someone to
You
go
can only
out?
go on
if-
so many walks. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So many walks, so many parks.
so many fucking parks with your
Facts.
little cute picnic that was cute
But
the first
also,
time.
also,
You know, now I'm
for the
hungry.
summer.
I want to stay.
literally.
Can we get a slice of pizza?
Yeah, in a fancy restaurant. So
But also to the
heels.
men out there, you don't need $1 million to date as well. You know what I
No.
mean?
True.
Just save up,
Creativity.
like, you know what I mean? Put 10% of your paycheck aside, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
once a month you could go on a very nice date with the woman that you
Yes,
like.
budgeting for dating.
Exactly,
Yeah.
That's like
exactly.
a real. That's
Once a
real.
month.
Yeah.
It's all about prioritizing.
On.
Yeah.
At least once a month.
Like have money aside that's like it's just for dating and taking girls out because then you're never gonna be stressed like sitting
Yeah.
there like
Literally, that's the worst feeling.
Bum
The worst
energy.
feeling.
yeah like what is that like no ladies don't ever accept that. Somebody told me that
Some niggas trick you
a
though.
first date the
They're
guy asked
really-
her to go halves and I was like that's it.
No, you're treating
Incredulous.
me.
No,
you
at
asked
first
me
day,
Yeah,
out.
I went on
exactly.
a couple Tinder dates and like they said, oh, like let's go halves, and I was like, you're never gonna see me again.
Yeah, like,
literally,
that's
I'm
crazy.
and
That's
then
crazy.
like, oh, like what are you doing after like going home?
Yeah,
no.
Wow,
I don't
chivalry
to my
is
other
really
man
dead.
at home.
What are you talking about?
Chivalry is really dead, eh?
Yeah.
I just came out and spent my
Because I
money
feel like
for
when you're
what?
asking a girl
To
out,
get
you're
some
treating
dirty-ass
us.
phone.
Exactly.
Like, I could have had
Exactly.
I had dinner at home.
And I feel like, and it's the same with friends too. It's like if I'm asking you to leave your place of comfort to come outside, like I'm not gonna ask you to forfeit your wallet as well. Like,
Exactly.
I'm
Yes.
drawing you out your crib, like,
Exactly.
Go back.
it's my
That's
responsibility.
real. That's real.
No, if you're asking someone on a date.
Literally, and date's another level too.
No, but you said friends.
Even your friends.
Even your friends too.
What do you
but
mean?
That's
You're
a
not
little.
gonna-
It's a little more lenient.
No,
but
no, no.
like,
That's like your friends being like, "Yo, you want to smoke?" And then they take you out of your house and they're like, "Yo, you have weed?"
literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
And
you
it's
don't
like,
go
what?
halves?
Nigga, you called me to smoke.
Yeah.
But we're
Yeah.
friends. I
Exactly.
didn't want to spend my weed on you.
Exactly.
What? But we're
exactly.
You
friends.
wanted someone to
You,
smoke with.
what if I don't even have weed?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't come
No,
out
that
then.
should have been talked about on the
'Cause
phone.
no,
Like
before,
discussed.
yeah.
Do
A
you
lot
have
of people
weed?
do that.
Yeah.
A
Do you
lot
want to
of people
smoke?
do
Do
that.
you have weed?
Yeah, but like, yeah, because I'm not just taking you out of your house so I can smoke
Or, like,
you. I'll
or
smoke,
No,
even
but a
self.
lot of people do
Must
that.
have been.
I'll smoke by myself. No way.
How do you guys feel about? Okay, let's say it's somebody's birthday. There's a whole table,
Yeah.
and the table doesn't want to pay for the birthday.
Oh
person.
my
Had those
goodness.
before.
We definitely have those.
That's a problem, right? That has to be a problem. That's a problem.
But it depends because
Well-
sometimes our parents will pay for our dinners or like our.
Oh, if your family's there too.
no,
you're
no, no.
saying?
Like our moms would give us money and be like dinners on them.
No, but he's saying bottles.
Bottles. Wait,
No, I'm saying like.
No, like we're all like we're
No,
all
like
out
you
for
go out with your
dinner.
friends.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
And
that's
say,
happened.
the wrong
yeah,
thing.
say it's Shalisa's birthday, and then
Yeah.
I'm saying, or you're saying, oh, like let's all pay for Shalisa's dinner, and we're saying, I don't want to do that.
That's so.
It depends. Like, did I get you a big gift?
Yeah, it also
Then-
exactly.
And where we
Okay.
eating?
Okay.
You know?
fair
Yeah,
enough,
where are we
fair
eating?
enough.
And how
Where's
many
your
of
man?
us?
What if we don't have a man?
But
That's
how
a
many of
golden
us?
question,
If there's like
so.
6 of us, and like it's not that bad for
But
us.
it's
to
usually
share.
pre-discussed. It
Yeah, it's
doesn't
always
happen at the
it
dinner
does not
table.
happen at the dinner. But we all do big gifts for each other, so we'll spend money. So if we're going to an
Yes.
expensive restaurant, you're on your own, babe, and we all know that.
Okay, what about this? Let's say Shalisa.
Because my plate's already $100.
Yeah.
Shalisa and
Yes,
I
fair.
are on like, let's say I invite Shalisa out to dinner. She
Mm-hmm.
brings Patrice. I was gonna pay for Shalisa.
Now you're
Am I-
paying for both of us.
Oh wow.
No.
damn.
If it's a
That's the rule, eh?
That happens.
I
a
mean-
lot.
That would be
Where
nice.
both of
That
us
would
went
be
out,
nice.
and
You know,
then
like,
I don't
covers
think-
my
I
girl,
don't think
but I
that's
would
yours.
expect
When is
that.
that?
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying
expect
he usually
that.
pays for both of us.
It's not like a big
guy.
total though, right?
No, I don't
Yeah,
think that's
that-
like outrageous if you didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
Okay.
It
would
would just be
expect that
really
from
nice
you.
if you did. I would be like, oh wow, that's you're a
Patrice
nice
does
person.
not agree. She's like, let me just sip.
No, if well, like if I know the guy and shit, like
yeah.
Yo,
I'm
good for my
probably not
girl.
coming though.
Yeah,
Like, what do you
that's
mean?
okay.
If
Yeah.
it's your date, it's like, what the fuck am I doing
You're
there?
getting paid for.
Unless
Yeah.
we're, like,
What am I doing there?
friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hate third
Unless
wheeling.
it was like
But I
we
never
already
expect my
went
friends to
out.
pay for my stuff unless like they offer. Then it's like okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think black men need to shell
up.
out more in that aspect. Like,
Yeah, because we were also talking about that video. So I don't know if you guys remember that video of that Asian girl she posted, and she was like, "Yeah, like the difference between going out with like Asian guys and like
Barely you see Shalisa's face, so dark.
American guys is like Asian guys you don't have to worry about. They always have the bill. Like girls party for free, but
feel like it's
American
culture.
guys."
our culture is
It
so
is
different.
culture, yeah, but like remember when we were at the club that one time and like it wasn't even
that
our
time?
booth. It wasn't
Why
even
is
our
it so
booth. We were
dark?
at Bloke. It wasn't even our booth. And this guy's like, "Oh, like, do you guys want to pitch on the bottle?" And we're like,
yeah.
Yes.
"What are you
That's
talking
happened to us
about?"
twice.
But that's where I
That's
feel
happened
like
to us twice.
that's
Even
where I
at-
feel like chivalry is like that's the question and in position is like what is chivalry and like do people not care like
But
paying
why
for a
would you
bottle?
invite me to a booth and then ask me to pitch on the bottle?
And then some
they
guys
don't
will come
believe
out,
Like,
it.
don't put me in that position.
No, that's
That's
not
whack.
happening. I will drink before I come.
Yeah,
or I'll go
said
stand at the
before-
bar.
Yeah,
yeah
and someone will buy
that's
us a
really
drink.
that's presumptuous
No,
I
at
think
the
that
bar.
that plays into the protect black women because I feel like y'all should feel like y'all could step out and like not have to
Period.
worry about anything. It's like you should always know that that nigga
And I
over
don't-
there got me regardless. of
Exactly, and
anything
it's
that
not about
happens.
being a gold digger. I
Exactly.
wouldn't say, you
No.
know, because like
It's about being secure.
and again like you said like there's different value as a woman that I think there's balance in everything you know so it's like I think that's where the balance comes in from
And as
A
men,
man's
like we want to be,
perspective.
we should want to be providers.
Yes.
And like I think that's
Yeah,
where
as a
our
man.
value comes from.
And I feel like a lot of men get offended when we say you should be our provider. Like
Yeah, a
you
lot
should
of- a lot of
provide
niggas are not gonna
security,
agree
and
with
they're
me
like,
on this.
No,
And
but
it's
you know
not
where
because not just because they just think it's about money. It's not just about money.
you know where it comes from too is because
Facts.
a lot of women these days, because as much as men are supposed to be providers,
stereotype.
the women aren't being providers either, and they're not doing what they need to
That
do
is
to
true.
be
yes,
taken care of.
because they're like,
Right.
you're
We're
not
all, like,
earning
I feel
anything.
like the expectations for men are going up, and then the expectations for women are going lower.
Yeah.
But then
Right.
we're still expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
get
I
that.
have no
That is
problem
true.
like spoiling my man. Like I've spent like $1,000 tickets like as a surprise for like my ex, you know, and where's that nigga today?
Yeah.
But
for me, what I want,
you
But
know,
that's where it's like, is it always about money? I guess. Like,
well,
you
what I
know?
want from a
No.
woman is not really monetary. Is like, I just want the surprise back rub. You know what I mean? I want to
Yes.
get woken up to head and all that stuff. Like, I know that's bad raunchy, but like, I
nurturing.
just,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
what
all
you
about
want.
nurturing and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So I'll provide
Serving,
anything.
That's what-
serving
but-
your man,
Exactly.
serving your woman.
And it's not like a bad or a negative thing. It's just like
Yeah.
the yin and yang of it all. You
but
know?
it's like the
Exactly.
world we live in today. It's like you need money. Like you can't just overlook it. You
Yeah.
know,
No, you
so it's
definitely
like.
do.
I'm not about to be out here broke with you, you know? So
yeah,
it's
we
like,
can't be on the same level in terms of brokenness.
And I guess that's also where I think like women.
and I'm not
we-
gonna be like, oh yeah, like I love him, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay with him because
No,
he's
don't do
broke.
that, girl.
Like
No.
it's like no, like okay, if you're broke, do you have a plan of action to
Exactly.
get out of this?
and I'm
mess?
giving you a
Because
year. I'm giving you a year for
There
the
has
plan.
to be a timeline.
I'll give you a year.
Structure.
A year.
Yes, because it takes a while.
Who's dating for that long? What's the
depending-
relationship? What? No,
we
go
don't have
back.
to be in a relationship.
What's the
Interesting you guys
status?
say
What's the
this.
status?
No,
Because
I
that's
think
what
a
my
year
ex
is.
was on.
I think a year is decent.
What, she gave you a
For what?
timeline?
Well,
timeline.
Like,
On like
mentally
if
she
you
did.
have no job at all,
But
within
I wanted
5
that
months
well. I
you
wanted
should
that
have
well.
a job.
5 months. 2 weeks.
That's
McDonald's is hiring. Wendy's is hiring.
I'm just saying-
I will drive you
want my-
there, babe.
Okay,
Like, I don't want the. I wouldn't want my man working at McDonald's.
Exactly. I don't
though.
want my man working at
$14
McDonald's.
is better than $0.
$14. You can get 40 hours McDonald's easy.
No, they make money at McDonald's.
That's a
but
fucking job. See, now
don't
you
sleep
guys
on
are
them.
so now you want your man to get a job, but you want to pick
I
the job
want-
too? No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's fitting.
at that point,
Kind
he's
of.
definitely he has to be more qualified than McDonald's.
Exactly.
Like, what's going on?
I'm dating a grown man.
yeah,
like,
like,
I don't
he's
want
not
my
working
grown
at
ass man
McDonald's.
working at McDonald's. Like, I
Yeah,
want him to find at
but-
least like a stable
But
institution.
warehouse.
But
What do
like
you mean?
DJ
No,
said,
but
like,
that's
for
fine.
if you're- let's just say you're going through a bad patch. Okay, you go to jail, whatever. You have nothing.
Exactly.
Your startup is McDonald's.
Okay,
babe.
yes.
Okay,
Exactly.
they're always
Like, you
Like,
get into
for
a warehouse
instance-
and make more.
No,
For
warehouse
instance-
or trades.
Yes,
go there.
warehouse.
For
House.
Way
instance,
more.
I was working at a place called Penguin Pickup. That's just like a mail parcel. Do you know what
Sounds
people's
like
mail and
it.
shit? You know what I
That's so
mean? Like
funny.
$15 an hour.
Period.
And then like I told her because I even
After
stopped
3 months, you
DJing.
get that raise.
They didn't even give me no. I'm a nigga. They didn't give me no raise. You know, so like.
They said
I
you're
started
lucky you got
DJing.
hired.
I started DJing free parties. My ex is like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you DJing free parties?" And can I curse?
Yeah.
Okay, bless. Let's get
Fucking
crazy.
fuck.
She's like, "Oh, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you DJing free?" I'm like, I have to set my value as a
Yeah.
DJ again
She
because
doesn't understand the
everybody.
process.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like, we kind of talk sometimes, and like she even says now, like, "Wow, like, should have just waited a little bit longer
Yep,
because
look
you
at you
know."
now.
So would you
I'm
get
up
back
now.
with her?
That's what I'm saying. Give them time to a year is a
No,
good.
she wasn't
Not-
with you shooting in the gym.
Yeah, that's how I always
But
feel.
it depends.
Still.
It
That's how I
depends if
always
you
feel.
still.
It depends. If we're ready together and you lose it
Feel
all,
that.
okay, yeah, we can work it out. But if we're just in the talking stage, like I'm gonna be
it.
going around the roster till you figure it out.
Yeah.
That's fair,
And
but
then-
like, we're 2 years deep, and
That's what I'm saying. You guys
Yeah.
are in a committed
Like, yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah, like, that's a
2
long
years deep, that's
time.
different.
Yeah.
But again, you have to have a game of action because like
You can't just jump
Why
back
not?
in.
you can't just be a
Yeah,
bum and then
exactly.
stay a bum.
No.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, at least give your partner time to grow.
Yeah, exactly.
Develop free parties. Like, you
Yeah.
have to do that in the
Exactly.
beginning to get to where you want to be. So,
Exactly.
But then it's like
you
that's
know.
where you just like, do you want to date a DJ? Then don't date a DJ. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, dating an
you have to know
artist
what you're
in
getting.
I
general
was gonna say a
is very-
creative. Don't date a
yeah.
creative. I feel
Yeah.
like that's
Very-
like also a whole
very-
different lane
Industry.
in terms of like,
industry life.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
because there's gonna be like lows.
The lows
and
are
highs.
lows, but the highs
Yeah.
are highs.
Yeah,
But that depends on your relationship too, like
Wait,
how
is it
solid
like-
it is.
exactly.
Is it like when you're low, I'm providing for you, or you just
Nah.
can't provide for me?
Well,
It's
we
the
just
latter.
maybe not.
It's just I can't provide for you. It's like
maybe
That's
not do the
fine.
most.
That's fine. If that's okay with me.
because me like
If you can still take care of yourself, but you just can't like do all the extra stuff, then I'll
Yeah,
give you
the
the
extra
year if
stuff.
we're already together. But
Exactly.
yeah, definitely not in this talking stage. And you can't provide for yourself, but I now have to pick up.
Yeah, no, that's what you get to.
That's
what
no,
you
that's
get
the
to.
thing. It's like because
That's
at the
wrong.
end of the day, like, how can you be in a position when you're like actually relying on your partner to provide?
As an adult,
like,
as
as
an adult man,
grown.
like it just doesn't make sense.
Sorry,
Like,
just leave
Yeah.
them.
like it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know how it's getting to that point as an adult.
That what?
If your girl is like dead ass paying your bills, like feeding you, like
No.
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
like you're asking for money, no way.
But do you think that like it's
Maybe
it's no wait. But
Maybe
do
you're
you,
sick.
what do you
Your
guys think
passion.
that's I
Yeah,
don't know if
maybe
it's the word
illness.
is sexist, but like like you know how we're saying like like your girl pays for everything, like you're kind of a bum. But like if the man is paying for everything and like we're like
you
high
kind of-
five, girl, you
I don't
know.
think
Like,
Exactly.
I don't
That's
think
the gender,
yeah.
the gender roles, and that's the norm.
Exactly.
That's just what
I
it
don't
is.
think
It's
it's
always been like
sexist.
that.
no.
because even hunter gatherer days, I don't think
That's
that-
what it
I don't
is.
think the shorties were out there slaying lions and shit. And
Because it
eating
doesn't make
bears and
sense.
shit,
That's
like-
not what our body is made
Yeah,
to do.
we are
exactly,
nurturers.
exactly.
Yeah.
We stay
You're
home and
right.
take care of the children.
I agree.
And that's where I also think it's like, I think there's also
agree.
a level of some imbalance when it comes to like women, because I think women will be like, we're able to provide for ourselves, like we can get jobs, we can make
days.
money. These days, right? So like in society these days, I feel like there's like, well, I can already provide for myself, so I don't need anybody
Yep,
else.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
what
then
do you
there's
think
that-
of that theory though?
Well, I think there is.
No man is an island.
Because during COVID, I'm sure
Yeah.
everybody realized
So
maybe
Lisa,
I do
just-
want
I
somebody
don't like
here
that.
beside
See,
me. You know what I mean? Like,
to just be a companion.
But what do you think of that? That like people like, because I've heard that before too. It's like I can provide for myself. I have a fucking dildo or whatever the fuck, like if I need pussy or I need dick, like I can get that. Why do I need a man, or why do I need a woman? And
You're
it's
gonna
like,
want a
Because
man.
nothing beats skin to skin.
Exactly.
And like that
Literally.
emotional,
Like,
but it's not
connection
even.
and
But
stuff.
like,
No, but
pussy's
beyond
pussy,
that, like,
you can get
in
it
terms of,
anywhere.
like, yeah.
Like it's like in terms of like being in a relationship, it's like no, like if I want sex, I can get sex. But like,
Yeah.
what can a girl give? What can a female give me that I can't already give myself? So it's like, what do you guys think of that theory? Because for me personally, it's like, yeah,
It's
like
true.
there's nothing a man can give me that I can't already give
Exactly.
myself, but I still want
Yeah.
that companionship and intimacy with a man.
Because
If
you
it's
know?
that's
true
what you
that-
can't give yourself the companionship.
Go ahead.
it's true that pussy is pussy, but like when you're in love with somebody and like you're having sex with them, like that emotional connection, like there's no matching that whatsoever.
Passion.
I'm even feeling it right now. I'm like, God, I didn't take off my hat. Like,
It's that passion. And also, like, you have to think long term, too. Like, I was watching this movie, and this woman's husband died, and they had no kids. So now they're in, like, their 70s, and she's by herself. She has no kids. Like, she has no friends. And I'm just like, when I get older, I want to be able to have, like, grandchildren who can, like, take care of me or, like,
So
you know?
let's say you're 30,
people.
34, 33, 34,
Yeah.
maybe 35. You haven't had a kid yet. And like you're not really like in a solid relationship. Would you just like have sex with someone just to have a kid?
Well, I mean, you don't have to do that. You could just get like
And
people
you're
do like artificial like
that's
insemination and stuff.
expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like
I
40K.
mean, I'm just saying in terms of like, if you're like, who's gonna just like have sex with someone just to have a kid? Like,
They're
There's
out there.
women out there.
They make movies out of that
on the
shit.
prowl.
No face,
I
no case.
guess, but if you're like like
shout out Brittany Renner.
if you're like 30,
She's a victim.
Read about
She's
that.
she's
getting is it a 40 or 20K salary? or
Yeah,
something?
20K salary a month.
Yeah, fuck.
For
That boy
who?
got trapped.
I forget his name.
That
He's
is
an
kinda
NBA
sad,
player.
though.
Yo, women do
'Cause
that.
she's like 10 years older
it's
than him.
actually insane.
She's seen this young
So
black
mean.
boy and she said, I am going to trap this. And
Especially
then,
when they're
And there's
nice.
women
Yeah.
out there like that. Like,
But he
oh
was
yeah, like I'm
ignorant.
gonna trap this guy.
because everybody
you know?
told him this was going to happen. All of his fans were in his comments. And
Well,
then he's
then,
like,
I saw it
so
go,
he
right?
made his bed. Now he has to lie in it
Exactly.
for 18 years.
But yeah, so would you guys do that?
No.
no,
If
'cause
I
I don't
be
want
like one of
I don't
my
want to
guy
be tied
friends
to
to,
somebody random ever.
Yeah.
So
That's true. I would
Like-
No, but
consider
if
it.
I have the money for it, I'll just do the in vitro shit.
100%, because I
Yeah.
literally
Like
would rather.
with a random sperm?
Yeah.
Like go to the sperm bank, you
but
pick it
I
out.
would,
It's like Tinder.
think,
Yeah.
I think I would have to be at
Fuck
like,
that bitch.
I feel like
Yeah,
I would have to
especially
be at
when
like
we're
30,
in our 30s.
38.
It's gonna be
to
like
And you would
awkward.
just do it with a friend?
38?
No, like, yeah, like
Yeah, maybe I do it
by
with a friend.
38, I haven't had a kid. I'm probably going to the clinic and grabbing a random type of sperm.
38, you're
Yeah.
already late, babe.
How would you feel if, as a man, you weren't able to have kids?
I would probably become the richest person in the world because I would have to compensate for that so hard.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine not being able to like do my only function.
Yeah,
on
your
Earth.
God-given
Literally.
function. Fuck,
That's
man.
literally what
I feel for
refer
people
you
out
guys
there.
as.
No, it's actually
baby
really
maker.
sad.
Baby makers.
Or baby
I really
suppliers.
hope it.
Baby
and
suppliers.
It's a
You're
woman's.
the warehouse. We
fuck.
are.
It's a woman's worry too, though, right? Like not being able to conceive. A lot of women, their first time trying, they always have miscarriages. Like it's a very big percentage of women who have miscarriages on their first try. So, just God bless us all at this table that we're able to conceive in a very healthy way.
In a bit.
Yeah.
And I feel
In a
like
bit.
I'm ready.
those things are like what really test your relationship.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't
Yeah,
imagine
and that.
my partner. Like I couldn't imagine
Because now
her
we're blaming
emotions.
each other. Well, hopefully
Yeah,
it's not like
exactly,
that.
but-
It gets like that.
It does
It
get
could
like that.
easily go that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, someone's to blame.
no
someone
one's
should
to blame.
Well, yeah,
Somebody
someone
shoot
is
the
it.
body
is the body,
It's the
babe.
body.
If someone cannot.
No.
So between two of you guys, you can't conceive. There's no one to blame. Whose fault is it?
But why are you
It's the
blaming each
body.
other?
Like,
Yeah,
it's
you
not
don't
like
need
you're
to
blame, but I'm saying it's
blame.
obviously someone's fault.
But it's not a blaming thing. Of
Yeah.
course we want to conceive. Of course we want to bring
Yeah, I feel
a
like once you
baby into
start-
this
You can
world.
still get blamed. You
That's
really
what
want to
makes
do
it
something.
That's when it's
nasty,
done. That's when the
know?
relationship's
where we
over.
go.
Yeah, as soon as you start
exactly where it goes.
blaming,
Yeah.
you're cut.
No, I'm not saying I'm gonna be like.
What are you talking about?
No, it's nobody's
No,
fault.
I'm not saying
We're
that
gonna
if
fucking
that
adopt.
happened,
Get
I'm gonna
outta
be like,
here.
this is all your fault.
Problem
I'm
solved.
just saying, like in reality, there is someone to blame. Not
Yeah, there
to,
is someone
It's
who
at
is the
fault,
cause
at fault.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
There
I
is
think it's just,
someone.
our bodies are not compatible for each other, and that's
no,
the way
you
it
can't
is.
conceive.
You know,
You can't conceive. It's not about compatibility.
Yeah, it's not. It's just your body, your
that's a lie
reproductive
because
system.
It depends. That's true.
Because
It does depend.
I've
There's
seen
many
a couple,
different
and they
reasons.
had 3 kids together, and then the girl was like, "Oh yeah, like I can't conceive anymore. Like I have this disease, blah blah blah." Then she got a new man, and she was pregnant. So
that man was shooting
That's
blanks.
just
When you
God's
work with-
gift.
But then that's
No.
the part where I guess, there's so many factors
exactly,
to like
it's probably
not
like,
being able to conceive.
But there is like such an emotional toll that like comes
for
with it because I've never had, I guess, a scare like that, like a serious one. But I almost did because like one of my exes or whatever, like we haven't spoken for a few months or whatever. Like she just like links me randomly, and then she's like,
For dick?
"No, she like."
she's pregnant.
Oh, shit.
No, that's what she said. And like she kept it going for like a while. So I was like, I
Yeah,
was really
fuck
think,
you
you know
up.
what I mean?
Good
and then
shit.
I was like kind of excited, you
shit.
know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, like a little natural, that's gonna be kind of dope, you know what I mean? Like
Don't tell me she lied.
she
she
lied
lied.
about it.
She's
Girls,
wicked.
Girls,
and I was,
a lot of
I
girls
was
do
so
that.
She's
sad.
wicked.
I don't get
fucked.
why.
I was
Honestly,
like-
that's so
fucked
annoying
up.
because
the 5th time I've actually heard that.
That's
Like that.
really-
Ass.
so
Yeah.
as
That
women
is
that
so
are giving
low.
us a bad rap because
You know,
I always am
facts.
wondering. I would never
Facts.
lie on that. Are you kidding me?
About having a kid, that's
so
fucked
fucked up.
That was honestly like the
Horrible.
saddest
What kind of
part of my year, like of that year. Like,
And she went on for how long?
it was like a good few days, and then like
That's
Oh,
Some
What
insane.
you
girls,
seen, I was
because
like,
some girls
actually,
really
I'm-
think that is the
Oh,
only
she's
way to
pissed.
keep
To
them
keep
at
them
the
in.
end of the day. Like they're like
Yeah.
last resort. I'm
Yeah,
pregnant.
exactly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's no such thing as a deadbeat dad. Peace out.
Bitch, you
Peace out.
gone.
You think a baby's gonna keep him mad?
Right?
Yeah,
Like
right.
you've never heard that story before.
I've
like,
never heard
It's
that.
only
He's
rich
like, I
man
don't
because the
care.
money ties you guys together. That's it. A broke one
Exactly.
will
Yes,
leave.
you get pregnant. Yes, you get pregnant by a rich man.
And you're not getting to him yet, and you need to get to his family. So if they like you, then okay, like
You're
you have
right.
a little,
That's it.
a
They
got
little
you, they'll take
chance.
care of you.
Yeah, but
But
and
fuck
that's the
his
thing.
family. I want him.
Sometimes people, they know your personality, they know your kindness, and they take it for weakness.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh,
No,
I've
for
heard
sure.
stories. That's just so low. And those people will receive karma. Whether that's, you don't get the support you need because you were just a bitch in the beginning or
or when you actually get pregnant,
or when you get pregnant and then, mom life is not the easiest. So, you asked for that.
But I mean, hey, to each their own, right?
To each their motherfucking own.
Cheers to having no babies for now. What age do you guys want to have kids at?
I don't want to
I thought I was
talk.
gonna have kids at like 22, 21.
I used to say 30, and now I'm like, not a chance. So,
Wow,
22.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
30
I thought
is
I was
like
gonna
the
be
max for
booed
me.
up.
30's close.
If it's past 30,
Honestly,
I never thought. I
don't know
never
how
thought
it'll
about
be.
kids.
Yeah,
I don't know
right?
how it'll
You don't-
be. It's
but-
so hard.
I know, just
Cause like it's like if I'm stable, I'm kick up. I'm like I'm bored. Being
You're ready.
Like, trying to make kids.
No, I don't think
Bet.
that's. I don't think that's not.
And I'm not
bored.
there
Let's
yet,
have a
so
kid.
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever said that, and I don't think those words will ever come out of my mouth.
Why are you bored? You want to make
I'm
kids?
bored. Let's have a baby.
I
Like
feel
ew.
like that's what it is, though. If you really like are like, oh, the perfect scenario of like having a kid.
That
is
shit
like
does not look
when
fun.
you have money and like
Yep.
you're just like I'm bored.
You're
Like
stable,
Kylie
you're
Jenner, like she
stable.
was like, what else did she have left to do other than have a kid?
yeah,
Exactly.
facts. She achieved everything.
I don't even
like-
think if I had all the money in the world, like I'd be like, yeah, let's just have a kid. Like fuck that.
I
Like I don't want to
would.
be
Yeah,
doing
But-
shit.
but
If
I
I was
fucking
Kylie
would.
and I was 19, ready to breed her in your prime,
Yeah.
you can pop it out and suck back
there's
in.
so much life
That's
to
a good
live.
age
and
to
I
have
was
a
a
kid at, too.
billionaire.
She's living.
I'm
Nah,
popping
but
them
like with a little
out.
nigga on the side,
lavish.
like nah, little bastard.
I would be
that.
like, yeah, especially if I had a man too at that time. I'd be like that. Let's have some kids.
No, it had like we'd get married.
no,
married
I would
first.
do it
I got
later.
shit
It's
left
just
to
bare
do.
time for kids.
But most of these celebrity couples don't plan for a kid. It just happens.
yeah, of
True.
course.
And then they just end up being ready.
But,
only because
but to
she
be
would-
fair, Kylie, if, not to get all into Kylie, whatever. But anyways, like she definitely said that she wanted to have a baby.
Yeah, she's loved
before all
kids
that happened.
forever,
Like that was
yeah.
like what she wanted. So
yeah,
she got
I
what she
don't
wanted.
know. I
At
think
this moment in my life, like I'm having so much fun, like especially like now that I'm single and stuff.
yeah.
I wouldn't want to have a kid now. However, maybe when I'm 30 because
30's
like
a
I don't want to be
good
too
age.
old.
Okay, but
Very
also,
late.
do you guys
I'm not
realize that
starting
you also
shit.
have to
30 is
plan though for that?
But
because
I want 4
Yeah,
kids.
exactly.
Where the
But-
fuck am I gonna start at
Exactly.
30?
See, you say that to elderly people, and they're just like, "There's never a perfect time to
no,
be
but
ready."
also even
Yeah.
if say if you're saying you're single, right? So
Yeah.
like in terms of like okay, you're saying 30. So then it's like if
That's
you
5
got into a
years for me.
relationship with someone at 30.
Oh no.
You mean
Are
like
you gonna have a
3 to
kid at
4
30?
years.
Like,
No. Well, what
Does
about
the
planning?
timeline shorten because now you're already 30? It's like okay, we can do this quicker in like 2 years.
Um,
Or is it, you know what I mean? Or do
Yeah,
wanna
and
be
you don't
with
wanna
them
rush
for
something
5
like
years?
that.
Do you want to be with them for a certain amount of time
If I
before
don't-
you have
For
kids?
sure.
yeah, at least 2 years. I don't really want to have like
2 years?
2 years is early.
Really? That's early
God,
too?
that's so for someone you just met.
Unless we were talking for a couple of years, like maybe a
we
year.
know each other.
We know
Yeah,
each
like we've
other.
known each other
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a minute,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
If you
we
just
start
met,
dating.
that's
Sure.
I don't mean like
Mess.
I met them and then 2 years later we had children. I mean like
Okay.
the relationship was 2 years and then
But you knew them before
No,
then?
but I think
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. Like time is time, right?
Yeah.
Like we
You're
only
right.
know
True. You
know
could
be with-
time because we see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like
Man-made.
I saw this post and it's like, yeah, like people can meet each other today and be married next month and live happily
Yeah.
ever after. And
I
some
feel like
people
it's
can
just
be together 5 years.
5 years,
and as
and
soon as
it's
they have a
toxic.
kid, they break up.
Yeah.
You know,
and I'm
so
not even
it's
gonna
like-
lie to y'all.
But then
like,
there's also like
Wait, let me speak.
precaution. Sorry.
no, it's all good. It's all good. I was gonna say actually no, I forgot what I was gonna say. You go for it. You go for it. You go for it. It's gonna come back to you. It's gonna come back to you.
Oh, Christ.
No, like I'm just saying. I guess that's all I have to say. There's precaution. But also, in terms
Yeah.
of like, yeah, you can say like, yeah, you never know what could happen if you meet someone. You just.
But if
fall
you're
in
both on
love.
the same page, like for instance, like I always ask the guy like 3 things: do you want to have kids? Do you want to get married? And like, where do you see yourself in 5 years or whatever? You know, like, and how many kids do you want? Because I want a lot of kids. If you just want one, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Now
So-
that you say that, I remember what I was gonna say is I have like I guess like an archetype of the type of like woman who I would want to like
Break it down.
bear my children. I'm not gonna say what it is because they're gonna come flocking in my DMs. I'm just joking.
Okay.
What?
Like so there has been like a few women that I've come across that have like met that. And I'm like, if she breeded right now, like I would not be upset about it, you know? Like I really
Wow.
know I would take that on 100%.
Okay.
Same for me. Like,
Wait,
I'm
one
like,
question. Where
What
are
if-
those girls today, though?
Where are they today?
Yep.
Like in my life or in their
Yeah.
life?
In your
In
life.
your life.
like, are they friends?
Are they in your life?
Does that
One-
matter?
Yeah, just asking.
One or two of them, not like close, but
What if you like
Still-
already
still
had a
distant?
kid?
now.
Yeah, and then but you're not with that person, and then you meet a new person that you've known for like a year or two. Like, would you say the same thing? Like, yeah, I'm ready to have another kid.
Oh, that's interesting. I never
What
wanted.
if they had a kid?
I never wanted
Or
to
if
have,
they had a kid.
Yeah.
I never wanted to have two families
Facts. One is more than enough.
One is more than enough.
because
shit.
yo, like I'm never trying to put my dad on blast, but like yo,
Is it a lot?
Yeah, he's a Jamaican man.
I was
you know
about
what
to
I
say,
mean?
is he Jamaican?
So I have like 10 siblings.
Oh my god.
Only like
a real old
only
Jamaican
3 of them.
man.
Only 3 of them are full siblings. You know.
Shit, man.
But like enough of my half siblings, I'm really close with.
Yeah.
You know.
So are you close with like your stepmothers?
Don't kill me.
Cause my mom, my mom would
said,
kill me.
Yeah, you can't do that.
My
I was about to
mom
say, I'm
would
like, I
kill
hope not.
me.
Don't disrespect
There's
your mom.
one of my stepmothers that if I even came close to her, my
She
mom
would box you in your
yeah,
face.
my mom would get so vexed.
Yeah.
There's even a point where like I would try to like link up with the kids because I'm like, yo, the kids are innocent. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
they
Like,
have
I
nothing
got
to
my
do with
bros and my
that.
sisters, but like
Yeah.
my mom is not having
Wow.
it. Yeah.
I don't think that's fair.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
I
that's
agree.
fair. I don't think it has anything to do with the
But
kids.
from her perspective, like she's been through a lot,
Yeah.
and then to her it's a betrayal. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're going over to that woman's
That's
place,
sad.
yeah. And I'm like, it's not like that. Like this is a situation we should all try to work with it.
Yeah, we're stuck forever.
But it's a black woman, you know. So like,
Oh,
so
what does
you
that
know what I mean?
mean?
You know what I mean? They can be a little in their ways sometimes.
That's true.
Caribbean-
I
I
guess
think I'm-
the older generation
The older
are
generation,
stuck in their
definitely.
ways for
The
sure.
older generation.
For
Y'all looking at me like you want to cuss me just now.
You're not
I
lying,
hear
though.
you.
You're not lying.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
What about y'all? Do y'all have like half siblings or anything like that?
Yeah, of course. But I don't want to
No.
continue that.
No.
Like,
No.
once I'm married, that's it. I say this all the time, but you're not going anywhere.
I like that. I like that. You have to keep it going. Like if two
Yeah.
people just always make the decision every day to make
Yeah,
this work.
it's a choice every day.
And
Yeah,
I feel like I'm
exactly.
so, like, communicative that it's like, if you're not, then it's, like, not going to work. Like, just tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And look
Yeah.
me in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel
And
like
hold
eye
me.
contact is dying.
Yeah.
And
And what? Oh.
And fuck you.
And fuck me.
you
Do
know,
you guys
but-
is sex every day or is it like?
I was just about to
Oh,
ask
yes.
that. Sex drive.
It doesn't have to be every day, but I like in terms of like
It needs to be a
What if-
healthy amount
healthy
of
amount
time.
Yeah.
of time.
What-
What is a
Every 2
healthy
days.
amount of times?
Like
in a day.
4 times a week, 5 times
In a
week?
day.
I would say
In a day. Well, it depends on
It
the
depends
day.
on the day. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Dates change, so sometimes you don't
Yeah.
have time.
If it's a
Yeah.
rainy day and we're just cool and booing like all day,
We're gonna all day,
Yeah, for
literally.
sure.
But that's the
Movies
thing.
and
As long as
sex.
on a rainy day, there's still that like, oh, let's just fuck all day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we're not just
Yeah.
like weird and we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
But
interesting.
like life is life, you know. Like sometimes I come home from work, I don't even want to talk to anyone.
Yeah,
So
facts. I'm
you
tired.
Touching me is not a thing.
Yeah.
And
you
there
know?
there's some relationships that like they have full out arguments because she's not giving him
I feel
the
like that
punani.
needs to be a discussion. Like
It's
what
a
is-
huge
but obviously-
problem,
Yeah.
especially once they reach like 2 years in.
Yeah.
I think
It's like
there's
Yeah.
like
I
a
feel
lack
like
of
things
intimacy.
change, but
like,
definitely needs to be.
I don't know.
okay.
I've
I don't
dated
know.
somebody
I've heard so
who
many
had a low
stories.
sex drive.
That's annoying.
Oh,
And
that's
it was,
annoying.
How
it was
is that?
so frustrating. It was so frustrating.
You would consider yourself with a high sex drive.
yeah.
A high libido?
Well, I thought I had a high sex drive till I met somebody with a high sex drive.
Oh, I know those.
And then I'm just like, yo, this is too much for me.
Yo,
man.
You should have fed her passion fruit.
Okay, passion.
Good for your
from
libido.
miles away.
Yeah.
It's good for your okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
will
I
keep a
personally
mental
feel
note
like I
of that
have like a
stuff.
high sex drive, so like it's kind of annoying if like the guy nuts and like
Oh
then,
He's
my
like,
I'm
bye.
ready for round 2 and you're sleeping. 'Cause
That's a hard no for me.
speed down.
Well, you have to give a man some
If
time
you
to reboot.
Yes.
Reboot.
Yeah.
Because
No,
our
but
bodies
after
are
30
different.
minutes,
Our bodies are
actually,
different.
I experienced a guy and like he actually doesn't nut. Like he's practicing like retaining his.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
I know
yeah,
them
yeah.
niggas. I know
Yes,
them
and
niggas.
me too.
He went for like
It's
hours.
so
I was like,
weird.
I love this. Like,
I
Yeah.
hate those
But I
niggas.
kind of got offended. Like I not offended, but
I was
just like
offended at first.
worried.
I
like
was.
like, am I doing my job?
Yeah.
That's my
No,
roommate
but
is
actually
just
lets
like
you
that.
know.
that
I
that's what
actually
he's
was
doing.
offended at first, and then but like he explained, like we talked about it, and
Yeah,
then he
that's
explained
what
it,
he-
and and then I was like, at the end, I was like, yeah, you're right, because like if you had nutted the first time, like we wouldn't have
Yes.
continued these 4 other hours, but like
4 hours.
My
Yeah.
my roommate is like very spiritual, so like he's
Yeah.
into the semen retention, all of that shit.
Yes.
And like
Honestly,
it's a
I
lot.
think
It's
more
a
men
lot.
should
Like,
practice
it's
that.
a lot.
Very
Like,
hard.
it's a
More men
lot.
need to practice that.
for reals. Because it
Seriously.
releases
I
so much
think-
energy.
I
Yeah.
think men need to practice that, like, especially when they're coming of age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, especially if you're trying to build yourself up.
Yeah.
You release a lot of, like you said, your energy, your spirit
Yes.
when you are just
Yeah.
like, especially if you're masturbating.
Yeah.
Like, yo, there are niggas that masturbate 3-4 times a day.
Bro,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
is- that's a
it's
problem.
serious
the thing, like,
That's a
addiction.
problem.
celibacy like is also like technically like not masturbating. You're not releasing. Period.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know.
Recharge.
So.
Exactly.
But like, I
you're-
feel like as a girl, like I could like orgasm like 3 times and like.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
gosh,
girl-
we can
women
go
are
on.
blessed.
Women are
blessed
different.
in
Yeah.
that
It's so
aspect.
beautiful that we could just go on and on and
Yeah.
on. Like I could only imagine lesbian sex because
wow.
like
Facts.
I would love to experience it just to be able to just go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with a guy, it's like okay, we had sex. You probably
then
had.
even so, you
you
have to be
probably
like-
nutted.
Yeah.
I probably didn't. Women, they kind of like more understand your body, so it's probably just like
So, like,
yeah,
even
like
when
we
you
know
do
what
finish-
we're doing.
Like, y'all still just want to keep going.
They can go for days.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean,
Women?
at least I think.
Yeah.
Women?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they can go for
Yeah,
days.
my last
That's the
relationship was with a
worst.
woman.
That's so
and
annoying.
It definitely was.
Wait,
that
why do you
was
think that's the
experience.
worst?
No, I think it's the worst if like when a guy nuts and you still want to
Yeah,
go.
and you're still
and you kind of have like
you're
blue
still
balls.
up.
I feel
it's
like I feel like men
gotta
need to
go
know their
fucking do
bodies.
yourself.
Because I know like what I need to do to make sure like I don't. Because
You
like
really, she
if
releases.
I'm completely like if I don't do anything like especially if I haven't been touched in a while
Yeah.
like then it's like it's really quick. But like I know what to ingest and like what to take to like make myself go for a while. But like
What do
even
you take? Share your
sometimes,
secrets.
Yeah, please let them know.
man, them drink some wine, get yourself a little, get yourself
Whiskey
buzzing.
dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all
Yo,
here.
even
One?
one that Henny,
That's
yo,
the
when I
best.
drink Henny, I don't know what it is, Henny or tequila, but I just
Demon
have sex for
time.
so
Demons.
Because it kind of it
Wow.
slightly numbs you. That's
Can
why.
we get wild
Yeah.
tonight?
It's
That's
whiskey
why.
dick.
yeah, whiskey. Dick.
Okay, that's
It ain't
number one.
risky dick.
It could be. It could go. It could go either way. Because like drinking, a guy drinking and then having sex is either gonna be limp or like you said,
Hard
it's
as
like
rock.
yeah, like
Yeah, you have to know
Very
yourself. You have to know yourself.
Yeah, like don't
Yeah.
be like drunk, like
No,
slap
no,
face
no.
drunk.
Like,
I
not
don't like getting
wasted,
drunk.
but
and
like
then
nice.
don't try to get me drunk and then you're wasted and like I'm
Yeah.
here like
Yeah.
okay, what's going on and you can't get it up because
my
that's
gosh.
just
A waste
That is
of
actually
time.
my
Yeah.
biggest fear. It happened to me a few times, not gonna lie. It's like, as a man, that's like the worst
and then we
feeling
just
in
have to
life.
spoon you after. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
like,
literally,
okay.
literally.
Rub his head like it's okay, babe.
But you know, as long
Next
as
time.
you give us enough time to redeem ourselves, like that's all
We'll
we
get
ask
back
for. Just
to it.
let us redeem ourselves. If there's a
Yeah.
man that like he has a bad night, you know, don't judge him on what. Like Michael Jordan has some bad days
Depends.
too. You know what I mean?
Michael
Like,
Jordan
I'm a
also
guy.
is a multi.
Just don't let it be
multi-
consistent.
He could pay me off and I'd be okay.
Yeah.
So that's it. Just drink wine. That's it.
Well, mostly that works for me. So.
And drink water.
Oh, spirulina.
Water.
Spirulina, madam, the spirulina.
Oh,
What's
mom
the
takes
next
that.
one? Magnum tonic or whatever you want to take. for the Caribbean people.
Oh yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
that.
drink some H2O.
It tastes nasty though.
So
Wow.
we ain't. So
But
you ain't
also, I
tasting
think
salty down there.
your diet, like,
Yes.
I think men should like also watch what they eat as well because like
Both ways.
you could taste that in this. Now
Both
that I know
ways.
from experience, but I've been told you could taste that like in the
100%.
skin and whatnot.
Both
and-
ways.
Especially if he's like a
Exactly.
smoker.
Both ways.
Ugh.
Really?
I'm a stoner,
Oh
I'm a
no.
Cigarette
stoner.
smokers?
Yeah.
No, cigarette
Oh,
smokers.
okay.
Cigarette.
Ew,
Yeah.
The nut tastes like
I've never-
tar.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh,
Like,
no.
I've never
Like my
Asphalt.
my yeah. Like that's all I feel like like one time I spit and like because like the guy was like a heavy smoker and like just like the taste like I could still taste it.
I never
so-
thought about that.
It's
Shit.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Detrimental to the throat for sure.
So like
drink
the great debate, squirting, is that like what is it?
I've never
Y'all to
squirted.
find out.
Yeah, if you don't know, that's unfortunate for you.
Yeah.
No, like
No,
I've,
you don't
know, you
I've
don't
experienced.
know.
I've experienced
It's
it.
not. It's. I
But,
think it's a
like-
mixture. It comes
pee
out of the
and water.
Yeah, it
Okay,
comes out of
okay,
the
okay.
Learns that
urethra.
all women can.
Yeah, it comes out of the
Because
urethra.
It's
The
just
you
a
go
matter
back.
of
Can
situation.
you make it happen?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
okay, I'll even tell you guys about
We
a
learned on this
recent
show that you
experience because I
can.
feel like flexing. I'll tell you about a recent experience.
Okay,
And then
flex
this is like-
for us.
This is a woman I've been seeing a few times, and then like the last time that we had sex, she's like, "Is it like okay if I squirt because like I've been holding back because I don't want to like squirt on your bed." And I'm like, nah, like go crazy, like that's fine, like do your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's like, yeah.
Because I've experienced gore, but like
I'm done.
this was actually, it felt nonstop for like a good like 30 seconds, like
Shit.
and then when I was done, like it was
Submerged.
I'm like, yo, I have to get rid of this mattress or something. But I was honestly genuinely surprised. But I'm
Get
like,
rid of this mattress.
every
The
woman's
amount.
body is genuinely different. But my
Yes.
thought was, there's no way this could be pee, because like
No.
there's so much. There's no
No.
way this could all be.
No.
And
like,
that's the thing, you know.
Exactly.
It's different. Like, it's
Exactly.
such a different thing. And honestly, 9 out of 10 times, it's so hard to, like, actually pee when you're, like, fucking.
That is true.
it
Like,
is.
it's
That is
it's a
true.
weird, like,
Yeah.
it's a different
Yeah.
swing.
Yeah, you know what
And
I
you're
mean?
like holding your bladder.
Yeah,
like,
your bladder's, like, almost like...
It's like, you know the
it's
train
explode.
tracks, how it like moves the different
Yeah.
sides? Kind of like that.
Literally, that's a perfect
Because
example.
even as a man, like if you have a boner, like same way you cannot pee unless like you make it a little limp or something.
Yeah.
Like, or you have to like strain. Or, you know what I mean?
Figure
Like
it out,
yeah, like,
like,
it's
mind over matter, like,
yeah,
fucking,
literally. It's like
mind-body connection.
So kill me.
it's like passing one of those kidney stones or some shit.
Shit.
Ew.
An infinity stone.
Dumb.
Wow.
That's
Well-
hilarious. Natural Wave on the podcast.
Period. I wish you all a happy sex life, and
Literally.
hopefully everyone gets to experience squirting one day, including myself.
Amazing.
Yes.
It makes you sing.
I watched the episode when you guys had the
for the first
that
time I have.
woman, I guess.
Donna Savage.
Yes. I learned a lot from her still.
Yo,
She was
I've
spitting.
learned like, and her tips actually work.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
she's really really
Like
great.
really like thinking about like just being in the moment.
Being in the moment, being present.
very
If you
important.
haven't seen this episode, click up
Things.
here and you'll be able to tune in.
Yep,
But thank
yep.
you so much for coming through.
Oh, wow,
we
that was
enjoyed talking to you
This was so fun.
tonight.
This is so fun.
Yes, and just let
This
the
is a very
people know
sexual-
this. Yeah, this
Sexually charged episode.
sexually charged.
Loving it.
Thinking
Because if you
about the
watch my
pink.
Bro, we're
TikToks,
in pink.
my TikToks are sexually charged as
Yeah,
well.
they are.
Yeah.
They are.
I'm gonna watch.
I
I'm
need to
gonna
watch.
watch.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yes.
Nah, he's
And you
big
follow
on
too.
TikTok
Yes, I
still.
definitely will. I definitely will.
So
let,
yeah.
let us know where they can find you.
At DJ Natural Wave with no E. If there's any DJs out there, if you need like music, go to my website, wavesdon'tdie.com. You can get R&B, trap, soca, dancehall, Afrobeat, rock music, pop, anything you
Yeah,
need.
no,
to rock
literally
the party.
any genre for him.
Love that.
I
got
love
you.
that about you. I think that is what I love about you is
That's
that you
really
go
great.
you go from the white people music
Yep.
to the indie.
That's
to,
a real DJ.
And yes,
Exactly.
you know
Yeah,
every
you know
single
music,
genre.
Period.
Because like, why would I
respect
like
that.
cut
Yeah.
off my clientele? You know?
Exactly.
Yes.
Don't put yourself in a
I love
little
that.
hole.
That's a great
Good
tip.
for you.
Tunnel, that, what is it?
A bubble, babe.
A bubble.
Literally.
Don't put yourself in a bubble.
Yes.
Cheers to that.
Expand. Cheers to
Thank
that.
y'all so much for having me.
Yes, thanks for
Thank you for watching Chalisa Marie Radio. Come back next week, Thursday, for another one. And in the meantime,
Thursdays at 9.